Can you believe it, huh? Can you believe after I fed her, after I gave her a place to stay, after I put clothes on her, that she would go ahead and slap me in the face in New York City? Jae Chung, you better enjoy every moment of your freedom now, okay? Because Prince Nana, the man that brought you into the business, will take you right out and teach you the lesson that you truly deserve. Whether you're a female, a male, whatever it is, you disrespect Nana and you get your hand tossed right back to you. And by the time we are done doing that, the embassy will be stronger. All right? With my man Abyss in Ghana, with my man Alex Shelley in Ghana, training with the lions, training with the gorillas. The embassy will be #1, and it will be headed by none other than the crown jewel, Jimmy Rave.
Generation Next, we're gonna take you out one by one, and you won't even make it to Steel Cage Warfare.
Warfare? They won't even make it. Guaranteed.
I'm Claudio Castagnoli. Yes, the Claudio Castagnoli. And I heard that Ring of Honor has this dynamite product going on. The only thing they're missing, more Claudio Castagnoli. And like, wherever I go, I will race to the top. Just last night, October 1st, I pinned Cole Cabana on my first step. I will go all the way up, or as you say in Switzerland, ich bin der Siebensieg. You know what that means? Never question Claudio Castagnoli.
It's October 2nd, 2005. We are in Philadelphia as Ring of Honor presents a night that is sure to be unforgettable as Kenta Kobashi is here for a second evening here in Ring of Honor. Dave Prazak joined at this time by Lenny Leonard.
What an atmosphere here in Philadelphia. The crowd is absolutely electric as they get their shot at seeing Kenta Kobashi coming off that absolute war last night in New York City.
It'll be part of a big tag team main event here tonight. We're getting things kicked off with the first tag team title defense of the new champions after last night defeating Jimmy Jacobs and BJ Whitmer in Manhattan. It's Sal Rinauro and Tony Mamaluke taking on the Ring Crew Express of Dunn and Marco.
Yeah, the impromptu tag team of Sal Rinauro and Tony Mamaluke pulling off the upset last night. They had an open contract. They thought they were going to wrestle each other. Instead, wound up winning the tag team titles, and they're taking on Dunn and Marcos, who earned this shot by winning that big feud against the Carnage Crew.
Of course, that was settled with none of the grudges, too, as right now it looks like Marcos is ready to take the risk as he goes soaring through the ropes, taking Mamaluke all the way down to the concrete.
matchups later on tonight. That main event is going to be unbelievable, Dave Prazak. Mamaluke off the top with a frog splash.
Only two.
Don't forget tonight, we're also going to find out the first ever commissioner, finally an authority figure here in Ring of Honor.
And we've direly needed that the past couple of months here in ROH. Somebody to restore order when need be. Good teamwork right there from the champions.
Salinaro elevated into the corner, cover here, hooks the leg. Near fall. New champs looking very crisp here in their first title defense.
Belly to back suplex. No, drops him down with the atomic drop. Saved by the sack.
Nicely done. Belly to back drop. Marcus right in the back of his head. Another cover. Once again, only able to get two.
Trying to fight his way out of size clutch. Makes the tag. In comes Tony Mamaluke. Kicking away at the midsection of Marcos.
Nicely done again, elevating. Marcos dropping right on the back of his head. Another cover here. Another near fall 2 count. They've done a good job of elevating Marcos, and here again, another quick tag.
Double team strategy, side Russian leg sweep with the neck breaker as well. They only get 2 out of it. Of course, that tag team main event later tonight, Kenta Kobashi teaming with the notorious 187 Homicide to take on Samoa Joe and his partner Low-Ki. Unlikely teams, but it's sure to be one hell of a matchup.
And if it is anything like the main event last night between Samoa Joe and Kenta Kobashi, it will be the most hard-hitting tag team match Ring of Honor has ever seen.
Saw history made last night and it will be made once again here this evening. Gets the elbow right into the face of Tony Mamaluke. And takes him over with the head scissors, does Marcos.
Step up Enziguri takes Mamaluke down, but he's got to find a way to make it to the corner and tag in the fresh partner on the outside and done.
But extending the hand as Marcos crawls toward his corner, makes the roll and makes the tag.
Renaro in as well, taken right off his feet though with a couple of quick clotheslines. Ducks the elbow. Back body drop.
That's all of it. Let's see if the Ring Crew Express can maintain this momentum right here. Glory bomb from Dunn.
Taking a little too much time here to follow up. Finally rolls him over. Only able to get 2.
Marco's still trying to regain his bearings in the corner. Double team strategy right here.
Wheelbarrow went for the Hurricane Rana, but he got dropped. Chin breaker by Sal takes Marcos down. Excuse me, make that done.
Renaro trying to follow up on Marcos while Mamaluke's got done. Opposite corners here. Lucy Doe from the Ring Crew Express. Double roll-ups. Only 2. Stomping away on the foot. Assisted slice bread number 2. Can we see the senton off the shoulders?
Trouble getting him up, finally sets himself. He nails it.
Can we see a one-night title reign for the new champions? No, Mamaluke saves the team with the championship right there, pulling him to the floor.
You see the veteran Tony Mamaluke coming to the aid of his partner right when he needed it most. Sends Marcos off. Nice double team maneuver, dumps him.
But he rolls to the floor, can't follow up with a cover as Dunn makes his way back inside the ring.
Driving him down on the back of his head, folding him in half. They got him!
Successful title defense for Sal Renaro and Tony Mamaluke.
Winners and still Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, Tony Mamaluke and Sal Renaro.
You know, Nana, since day one, and I don't mean day one in Ring of Honor, I mean day one in Ghana, when you bought me. You'd abuse me, treat me like a slave, everything. And now, you bring me to America, into Ring of Honor, make me Jimmy Rave's footstool. And not only that, you abuse me ringside by pulling me around, ripping my hair out, and then every night after Ring of Honor, heading back to Ghana, looking at the bruises I get, crying myself every night. A nightmare. Every night was a nightmare. But you see, last night in Manhattan, I finally got my revenge. I had enough of it. You know, I stand up for every woman out there, and I'm not gonna take it anymore. So Nana, Embassy, it's time for payback.
Participant number 1, from Bridgeport, Connecticut, weighing
Four corner survival in our next contest. The first fall wins it. The pure champion, Nigel McGuinness, taking on the former pure champion, Jay Lethal, coming up a little bit short in his chance at regaining the title against McGuinness last night. As well, the man who scored the biggest upset of the card last evening in Double C Claudio Castagnoli, defeating Colt Cabana in Manhattan, and the top graduate from the first class at the ROH Wrestling School, Davey Andrews.
Pure champ Nigel McGuinness going at it with Double C to start things off here. Two guys with a European flair. Pretty evenly matched as far as size and speed here. Nigel may be a bit of a strength advantage, but CC using his quickness there to outmaneuver the champ.
And they both throw some mean European uppercuts. Double C out of the United Banks of Switzerland, while Nigel coming from the UK.
Nigel McGuinness, of course, winning that pure title from Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe had wanted to elevate that title after he wanted to bring it up to the level of the world title. Nigel's doing his best to drag it in the mud with the tactics we've seen lately in those title defenses, including using that iron he has at ringside.
You know, typically during the bulk of the match, Nigel McGuinness will show why he's such a great wrestler, why he's deserving of the championship. But then when it comes down to the decision in each of the matches, he always pulls some shady tactics. And using that iron last night against Jay Lethal, certainly not pure. Nothing pure about that.
Well, that's exactly why we need to find out tonight just who that new commissioner is going to be. The first ever commissioner here, an authority figure, finally in Ring of Honor. We've heard names from all over the wrestling world. From Lance Storm to Harley Race. Tonight we're going to find out, Dave Pazak, just who is going to restore law and order here in Ring of Honor.
Well, I heard there was a guy up in Canada that's taking issue with some of Nigel's promos as of late.
Nigel seems to think he's the best there is, the best.
Hey, you have to remember that. We got Jay Lethal and Davey Andrews in the ring right now. We gotta get Nigel out of the ring. From behind, Jay Lethal here. Davey Andrews has really started to come into his own here on the undercard here in Ring of Honor, showing why he is the top graduate of that first class of students coming out of the ROH Wrestling School.
You know, it's quite a resume builder to be the top graduate of that school. You know, we're looking at people all along the country looking to get in here to Ring of Honor, and what a better way to do it than to become a member of the ROH Wrestling School. Davey Andrews, though, needs to pick up victories if he wants to keep his spot here in Ring of Honor. That's what it's all about.
Jacking for position right here. Jay Lethal holding on to the waistlock on Andrews. And any aspiring wrestlers out there, if you're interested in seeking more information about the ROH Wrestling School, check out ROHWrestling.com and we've got all the details. Big chop from Jay Lethal.
Davey feels it.
Quickly, Andrews tags out to Nigel McGuinness.
Another wicked chop from Jay Lethal.
He's chopping everybody here tonight. The needle midsection from Double C and the European uppercut. See a lot more of those before this match is over with.
Jay Lethal, though, firing back with chops and forearm shots.
Claudio not backing down, though. Giving it right back to him in an open hand strike for Nigel as well.
Shoving Lethal into the corner. Nails Davey Andrews. Lethal able to get out of the way again, but not able to get out of the way of that drop kick.
Claudio comes charging and he's elevated but saves himself, staying on the apron.
Hip toss by Lethal on Nigel, who's entered the ring. Avoids Davey Andrews' cover. Double C up and over with the elbow. Lethal with that quebrado, all three men down, only able to get two.
And the first fall wins it, but you don't have to pin all three men.
Lethal able to nail an arm drag. He was in a bad way. Nigel's got that iron.
Not again.
Smashes it right into the ring post.
Well, thankfully, Lethal was able to get out of harm's way and up top. This'll drop there.
Everything going Jay Lethal's way here. Cover.
Well, it seems as though referee Paul Turner has gotten the match under control. Now it's McGuinness and Lethal inside the ring.
Nigel puts on the brakes there and drives the arm of Jay Lethal right into the mat, tags in Double C. Castagnoli looking to take over on Lethal, another hard bolo uppercut.
And he can hit those European uppercuts from just about any position, as you see right there.
Tags in Davey Andrews, not sure exactly why he had Jay Lethal in trouble right there. Could have put him away possibly. First pinfall wins it and he tags out.
Davey Andrews had second thoughts about going for that cover right there. Pulls Lethal into the corner, tags himself out, brings Nigel back in. Seeing a lot of frequent tags in this matchup.
Seemingly all three men going to try and isolate Jay Lethal here. Sort of the odd man out. Nigel has him hung upside down. Measuring him here. Lethal trying to get his way out.
It's a kick right in the back as he tumbles back down to the canvas.
Another tag to Castagnoli. Bit of an alliance formed here apparently between these two European-style competitors.
Delayed inverted suplex here. Letting all the blood rush into the head of Jay Lethal. A lot of power behind Castagnoli to go along with that European wrestling style.
One hand, look at the strength.
Lethal trying to get some leverage by kicking his legs, and Castagnoli holds it. And finally drops him down, chest first.
Oh, he should have went for the cover right there. Instead, he tags out. Second time, Claudio has had Lethal in trouble and didn't make the cover.
Now it's Davey Andrews. Again holding Lethal upside down with this delayed body slam.
It's a powerful young man, Davey Andrews.
Finally plants him.
Hard slam right in the center of the ring. He's going to tag into Pure Champ.
They've done a good job of focusing on one man in the matchup and wearing him down. But it's going to come down to who gets to actually go for the victory.
Single leg by Nigel, hooks the leg. Claudio, though, breaking up that pinfall attempt. Maybe finally a chink in the armor of this alliance here.
You know, one reason to tag out when we have the advantage is to rest and let everyone else wear each other out. You need to pick your spots in a match like this, but there's always someone to make a save.
Andrews and Lethal in the corner. He's going to fire him off hard to the corner, but Jay Lethal pops up and runs into a kick, does Davey Andrews. There's that chop hard right across the chest, coming off that second turnbuckle, knocking Andrews down.
Getting more momentum on the chop. Next with the back elbow as well.
Lethal with a second wind here.
He's getting a burst of energy despite these three men all focusing on him for the bulk of this match. Ducks his head, pays the price as Andrews kicks away at the shoulder. Spinebuster from Lethal. Looks like he might be going up top for that diving headbutt.
Andrews is a long way away.
Still laying on his back. Keep your eye on Nigel McGuinness there as Lethal climbs up top. Takes away his balance.
Nigel's going to climb up there with him.
Rocking for position. Keep your eye on Claudio. Springboard European uppercut.
Catches Nigel and sends him out to the floor. Suicide dive wipes out McGuinness.
And he connected with the uppercut on that dive as well.
Lethal still on the top, feeling the effects. Andrews up to his feet and fires a right to the face.
See a superplex coming up from Davey Andrews here. All the way up top he goes. Both men on top. That's all of it and holds on to the head. Drives the elbow down across the chest. Cover. No, only two.
What a feather in the cap of Davey Andrews it would be to pin Jay Lethal right here. Forearm shot, make it two. Rocks Jay Lethal off the ropes, Andrews goes. Went for that roaring elbow, nobody there. Dragon suplex right on the back of his head, and we got it.
Here is your winner
The battle between the two factions, Generation Next and the Embassy, continues in this singles contest between Jimmy Rave and Matt Sydal.
The crowd here showing their displeasure with Jimmy Rave throwing toilet paper at him as he enters the ring.
It's hilarious. It's tremendous. Usually people throw streamers as a way of showing appreciation for great athletes, but Jimmy Rave deserves toilet paper.
It's a streamer of sorts.
Sort of. It's hilarious. But Matt Sydal trying to work his way up the ranks here in ROH, a great high flyer, aerial specialist, hungry young athlete.
Tremendous addition to Generation Next as well.
And the rivalry between Jimmy Rave and Matt Sydal goes back to the 3rd anniversary celebration, part 2 in Dayton, when after Matt Sydal's tag team of the Air Devils self-destructed, it was Jimmy Rave hitting the Rave Clash on Matt Sydal, igniting the tension between these two. And then at the final showdown, Sydal denied revenge on Jimmy Rave in a singles matchup as Rave was able to come up with the victory. Earned his spot in Generation Next as part of the big 6-man Generation Next versus Embassy tag at our last event in Dayton. But here he gets another singles contest with Jimmy Rave to try to even the score.
That match in Dayton, the night that Prince Nana brought in the hired gun Abyss to try and take out Generation Next, unsuccessful on that night, earning Matt Sydal his shot here in Ring of Honor as part of Generation Next.
Well, rolling the shoulders of Jimmy Rave down to the canvas for a near fall, as well as a great high flyer. Matt Sydal is an excellent ground-based technical wrestler. Crucifix pin right there, and quickly going into the arm drag, holding onto the arm.
Both these guys are very, very quick competitors in the ring. Sydal can match speed with just about anybody in the sport. Jimmy Rave, though, going toe-to-toe with him right there, but Sydal coming out the better on that exchange.
You know, it's Jimmy Rave with Prince Nana in his corner. As last night, finally, Jade Chung breaking free of the Embassy.
Hallelujah.
It's been a long time coming to see that take place. Good for her, and she said that, you know, Nana better watch his step, because she's going to have her eye on all the ROH events from this point forward.
Fortunately for Jade, she was able to get out of there on her own before the debut of our new commissioner, who I'm sure is glad to see that young lady out of the clutches of Prince Nana, whoever he may be, tonight when we find out.
Matt Sydal ringing away on the arm of Jimmy Rave, sends him into the buckle. Sydal comes charging, meets the elbow of Jimmy Rave. Spinning kick connects.
Right on top of the forehead of Jimmy Rave, knocking him completely off balance and out to the floor. Nana checking on Rave, the crown jewel in all sorts of trouble as Sydal is about to flop.
Picture perfect moonsault off the top and to the floor.
Wiping out both Rave and Nana on the outside.
Putting his own body on the line.
That's exactly what this feud between Generation Next and the Embassy has come to.
Jimmy Rave's been involved in several big feuds over the past year here in ROH. Of course, the series against CM Punk, which culminated in that big steel cage match at Nowhere to Run. As well, feud with AJ Styles over the maneuver that AJ Styles rightfully claimed, the Styles Clash. And now the feud with Generation Next. And Matt Sydal outsmarting Jimmy Rave right there.
Rave puts on the brakes though and drives Matt Sydal's head right to the canvas. Nicely done.
That's a stop to Sydal's offense right there.
Nana on the outside screaming at Rave to stay on Sydal. Headbutt to the back of the neck and a forearm shot. Rave focusing on the neck of Sydal here right now.
Hard forearm shot, chop right across the chest of Sydal. Matt Sydal finally given an opportunity to truly show what he's capable of to the fans here on the East Coast. He's mainly been competing on the Midwest-based ROH events, working his way onto the card. And it's really been impressing fans as well as wrestlers in the locker room, really starting to take Matt Sydal seriously as a threat.
Caught with that lariat right to the back of the head coming out of the corner by Jimmy Rave.
Jimmy Rave taking his time, nodding off some of these fans here in Philadelphia.
The Embassy been in feuds with Generation Next. We've said even Mick Foley has had his issues over the past year with Prince Nana and the Embassy. Trying to come to the aid of Jade Chung.
Nice neck breaker from Jimmy Rave right there. Lateral press working the leg, but Sydal kicks out.
Make sure you ring that bell
Seidel again clutching the back of his neck. That's been the focus of the offense here of Jimmy Rave for the past couple of minutes.
Matt Seidel, known to put the moonsault belly-to-belly suplex to use. We saw him bust that out last night in the three-way against Azrael and Christopher Daniels. Also uses the here it is driver, the pump handle driver of sorts.
The 2 count from Rave again, attacking the neck with that neck breaker. Trying to slow the pace is Jimmy Rave here.
Wise move on his part. And will he be the master of this particular lock?
It's a full Nelson.
The Rave lock.
It's a full Nelson.
Okay, it is a full Nelson. Matt Seidel trying to work his way out of it as Rave has those hands clasped together.
Seidel going to drive him back to the corner, trying to free himself, and Rave hanging on. More pressure put on the back of the neck of Seidel, who finally able to get out of it.
Steps up on the knee and connects with the kick to the side of the head. This is that one, and Jimmy Rave is a stomp right down across the neck.
Rave obviously focusing on the neck of Seidel, trying to slow him down. Lax cover.
Not going to beat Matt Seidel like that. He wants to work his way up the card here in ROH. And no better way to do that than to beat a former main eventer.
Hard elbow shot to the back of the neck of Seidel. Look at the pain on his face. Chop to the chest and another elbow to the back of the neck.
Just working over that neck. But Seidel firing back on the midsection of Jimmy Rave. Blatant choke right in front of Mike Keener. Well, hopefully with the commissioner making his presence known later on this evening, we'll finally have an end to all of the shenanigation, if you will, of the embassy, which has basically run roughshod over ROH for most of 2005.
Another full Nelson here, going right back to the neck of Matt Seidel.
Really working over that body part. You gotta hand it to Jimmy Rave. He knows how to focus on one particular body part on his opponent and stick to it.
It's also an effective maneuver for Jimmy to use because he has the height advantage on Matt Seidel. He's able to get a lot of downward pressure with that hold. Seidel able to fight his way out with an arm drag. And a spinning kick connects.
Seidel trying to feed off these fans, encouraging him to work his way back to his feet. Like Keener applies the double count on the backwards. Leave the first one up. Seidel blocks the attempt and connects with shots of his own. Forearms for Jimmy Rave. Backed up against the ropes. Versus the Irish whip. Duck of the clothesline. And a head scissors from side down. Step up Enziguri. Only gets 2 on the here it is driver.
Again off the standing moonsault. Rave able to slip out the back door.
Let's see if Matt can keep the momentum here. Maybe looking to go up top. He's got a beautiful shooting star press as well.
Come on, Jimmy.
Nana obviously concerned on the outside as Seidel goes to the top.
Behind you, behind you.
To the second. But Jimmy Rave catches him out of midair and plants him. 2.5 right there.
Nana all over Mike Keener.
Good defense right there from Jimmy Rave. Saw Matt Seidel going for something high risk. Caught him out of midair and planted him almost like a spine buster. Matt saves himself from suffering gonorrhea. Roll up. Only 2.
Runs into a knee though, Jimmy Rave. Drops him right on top of his head.
Northern Lights bomb, only 2. And not up on the apron. Come on.
Rave's going to his boot. Nana's got the ref distracted. Rave's going to his boot.
Oh, he's pulling out that shoelace.
Jay Chung out of the audience.
Well, she said she would keep her eye on this matchup, and she's not going to put up with the cheating tactics of the the embassy. Matt Sydal gets it with a roll-up. That's got to be the biggest win of Matt Sydal's ROH career. The weekend of upsets continues. One half of the former ROH Tag Team Champions, Ricky Reyes, in singles competition yet again here tonight against Derek Dempsey out of the ROH Wrestling School.
No such luck we were going to see the code of honor out of one of the Rottweilers. Ricky Reyes is on a mission.
Sit-out powerbomb. Last night defeating Peli Primo in record time. Here tonight, Ricky Reyes in control. And again in control. That's it! Wow, that might have even beat last night's matchup.
Ricky.
Well, at least Derek Dempsey can say he's on a show with Kenta Kobashi, but Reyes destroys him very quickly.
time you're here, I want to call somebody out of the back. Julius Smokes. Julius Smokes, bring your dogs, bring your Rottweilers, bring the whole pound. Come on out here and have something to say to you. Hey, I don't have any toilet paper, so you better stand up and let me. You need to do that in the back. Let me ask you guys a question. What I said here about Ring of Honor, what it stands for, do you agree with me? All right, this is gonna go like this. Tonight, in the main event, Julius Smokes, I'm telling you boys, right here face to face. In that main event, there's gonna be no managers at ringside. There's gonna be no seconds at ringside. There's gonna be nobody involved in that match except the 4 guys in the tag team match. Nobody ringside, nobody interfering, and if you try anything, I swear to God, as I'm standing here now, looking like Don Johnson in Miami Vice, you will never step foot in a Ring of Honor ring again. I'm telling you tonight in the main event, there's going to be no interference. There's going to be winners and there's going to be losers. And if you get involved or any of your boys as that last time you step foot in a Ring of Honor event ever again, you got my word on that. You're a big man carrying that Tennessee toothpick, but we'll see how big you get if your paycheck gets cut off. Hey, Julius, don't turn around. There are commissars in town. That's way too old for most of you guys. I'll tell you what, let's make this fair. Not only is there going to be no interference in the main event, but I want to enlist all these people to give me a hand because we don't want to stand here all night. You want to see some more wrestling. You don't look like you want to leave. So I'm going to let them count to 10. And if they get to 10 before your asses hit the highway, you're fined $1,000 a piece. Let me hear one. Seven,
as James Gibson, former ROH World Champion, he did so much during the course of the past 8 months here in this company, takes on his hand-picked final opponent, Ian Roderick Strong.
You heard the fans chanting at the start of this matchup, MVP, MVP. We've been going on and on over the last couple of months about who's going to be the MVP of Ring of Honor in 2005. And you're looking at the two leading candidates right here in Roderick Strong and James Gibson. And when Gibson picked Roderick for this match, he said, Roddy, they want to call you the MVP. You're going to have to take it from me tonight.
You know, behind the scenes, James Gibson has sort of taken Roderick Strong under his wing since their matchup at the Best of the American Super Juniors tournament, and has been a big influence on Roderick's career, trying to guide him in the right path, has helped him improve, and wants to see what he's made of here tonight in his final matchup for ROH.
This is a big test for both these guys. Obviously, in his final matchup here, James Gibson wants to go out with his hand raised, wants to prove that what he did here over the last 8 months was not a fluke, and he was going to go out on top with his head held high with honor, the way he held that Ring of Honor World Championship. As you see BJ Whitmer on the outside, his hand-picked second for this matchup. You know, they're good friends on the outside of the ring. Not only did he want to pick his opponent, he wanted his friend BJ Whitmer to see this matchup with him in person.
He wants his final matchup to be one to remember for sure. These two actually had a great match 1 month ago down in Full Impact Pro in Florida at the big Year 1 Bash Night 1 for the ROH World title, and now they're doing it in front of the Ring of Honor fans here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that match down in Florida was unbelievable. Went 30, 35 minutes, back and forth action. The fans on the edge of their seat for the entire matchup, and I'm sure we're going to equal that or better that matchup here tonight.
Still feeling out process here is Roderick Strong looking for the Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
Strong himself is on a bit of a roll here. He had that big win over Matt Hardy at Punk, the final chapter. He won Survival of the Fittest just a week ago, and then last night beating Jimmy Rave in that big Embassy versus Generation Next feud matchup.
He's got Gibson's shoulders down there for a near fall. Both men quickly back up to their feet. And Roderick Strong's been on a roll as of late. Had two excellent matches against CM Punk back at Escape from New York, as well as the
Future is Now. Who can forget that matchup? The match that almost put Roddy on the map this year.
Gibson with hold of Roderick Strong's leg, keeping him down on the canvas here. Senior official for Ring of Honor, Todd Sinclair, in charge of the action.
Roderick also had that tremendous matchup against AJ Styles at Fate of an Angel. And he has been on a roll, and he is making quite the case for himself here to be the MVP.
Trying to shake off the effects out on the floor. Taking his time, and Gibson's allowing him some time out on the floor here. Two sportsmen going at it in this contest.
Yeah, this is the type of matchup that embodies, that just typifies what Ring of Honor is all about. Two athletes wanting to test themselves against each other in the purest of settings here in wrestling.
Another collar and elbow tie-up between these two men. Of course, Gibson's ROH title loss to Bryan Danielson at Glory by Honor 4. Perhaps the greatest match of either man's career, a true game of human chess between those two wrestlers, and probably one of the best matches I have seen in 2005.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. You want to talk about a scientific battle for the ages. I can't remember a battle between two guys more evenly matched for a title as prestigious as the ROH World title in many, many years.
Roderick Strong chopping away at the chest of Gibson after sending him hard into that buckle, working over the back, as you know that Roderick Strong likes to do. But Gibson firing away, tried to monkey flip him, but Roderick stayed on his feet. Monkey flips Gibson, he lands on his feet. Takes out the legs of Gibson. Roderick rolls through. Takes out the legs of Gibson once again. Again he rolls through. Neither man able to get the advantage.
Roderick now just muscles him up though, and there's the first backbreaker right there as he drives the knee right into the lower back of James Gibson, and a hard chop across the chest.
Still with hold of the legs, maybe looking for the stronghold early here, trying to turn him over. Of course, the stronghold, the modified Boston Crab with the knee into the back, going for the slingshot. He lands on the second, comes off with the crossbody, does Gibson.
Roderick right back up though, and gets caught with a neck breaker by Gibson. Nicely done.
Roderick had the upper hand on the first real exchange in this matchup, able to connect with chops in that backbreaker, but Gibson turns the tide. And now he's chopping away at Roderick's chest.
You got to give Gibson all the credit in the world. You know, he's a guy that does not have to be here in Ring of Honor tonight. He has that big WWE paycheck waiting for him, but he wanted to compete one more time with no limits and wrestle his protege to see who really is the MVP here in Ring of Honor.
Oh, without a doubt. He knew that he was going back to the WWE when he was the ROH World Champion. He decided he was going to stay here for as long as he held that title and remain a true champion that the fans can be proud of. And even after losing the title to Bryan Danielson, Gibson had some more obligations to ROH, and he has fulfilled them. And tonight we say goodbye to one of the very best we've seen in this ring during 2005.
He's rocked right there by a couple of forearm shots, but fires back with a boot to the midsection. Scooping a slam, but Roderick able to go behind and driven right through the ropes to the floor. Roderick hit that center rope hard right across the midsection.
And Gibson looks to be taking a chance as he goes soaring, but the strength of Roderick Strong catches him and just throws him into the steel barricade. That's got to take a lot out of the back of James Gibson as Whitmer checks on him.
Gibson went for a chance there, tried that punch over the top. Roderick showing unbelievable strength, catching him coming down and just driving the back right into that steel barricade.
Oh, Roderick has deceptive strength and power behind those chops. Gibson feeling the effects.
Roderick definitely a heavy hitter on the outside there, firing another forearm shot to the back of the neck, working over that back and that neck, setting him up for that stronghold, that modified Boston Crab that works over not just the back, but the neck as well.
Forearm exchange between these two competitors right in front of these front row fans. Both men firing away with everything they've got. And finally, Roderick one more time driving Gibson's back right into the guardrail. The competitive spirit shining through.
Roderick checking that jawbone there, maybe knocked out of place by a couple of those wicked forearms.
Trying to pick Gibson up off the concrete floor. Fires away with another hard forearm strike. Whitmer, the sportsman himself, not getting physically involved in the action here. Just here for some more support for James Gibson.
He is here to be at the side of his friend, James Gibson, here in a very important matchup personally to James Gibson. He really wanted this.
Oh, his entire ROH career has meant a lot to James Gibson. Of course, that very emotional night in Dayton when he captured the ROH World title from CM Punk in that four-way, which also involves Samoa Joe and Christopher Daniels back at Redemption. The post-match scene in Dayton says it all about what ROH has meant to James Gibson.
Chin lock by Strong. Gibson very close to the ropes. Roderick pulling back on the mount there with the fingers. Not something we've seen lately out of Roderick there, but you can tell what this match means to both men. Pulling out all the stops.
It's a near fall right there. And now he's got Gibson in a seated position. Placing the legs down across the back of the neck. Almost like a full Nelson with the legs.
Gibson though powering up. Able to get a near fall. Reversing right into a surfboard here.
Just pulling back on the arms of Roderick Strong. Of course, Roderick known for his multitude of backbreakers. Don't forget how much damage Roderick did to James Gibson's back to the Best of the American Super Juniors tournament. In fact, it was the damage that Gibson sustained courtesy of Roderick Strong that wind up costing him a match later in the tournament.
Gibson had that camel clutch. He was seated very deep. A lot of pressure on the back of Roderick Strong. And even more right here. Ripping at the facial features of Roderick Strong.
Hey, Roderick was doing it a second ago.
You said both these men are going to give it everything they've got. Bow and arrow here.
pressure on all sorts of body parts here with this hold. Gibson was pinning himself basically right there as he rolled all the way back and had his shoulders down, and now he's got Roderick's shoulders down for a near fall as well.
Roderick, though, fires right back up. Forearm shots to the back as Gibson's trying to drive him to the corner.
Clean break. Fires away with another hard chop. Gibson feeling the effects. Fires back on Roderick.
Forearm shot from Strong. Now he's going to drive that knee right into the back as he pulls back on that rear chin lock.
Trying to take the energy out of James Gibson.
That knee planted squarely in the back of Gibson. Now pulling back on the arms.
Roderick has been really showing the past couple of months why he is going to be a true superstar here in the future in Ring of Honor. Near fall there for Gibson. Big Larry.
Roderick about taking Gibson out of his boots. Todd Sinclair checking on Gibson. Cover here from Strong.
You know, that win against Matt Hardy, winning survival of the fittest, all in Roderick's quest to solidify himself as a main event caliber wrestler here in Ring of Honor.
Certainly on a roll. The only man here in Ring of Honor to get a pinfall on Matt Hardy before he went back to the WWE.
Up and over by Gibson as the shoulders are Strong down, bridging back. He works his way out of that position. Roderick going for the half Nelson backbreaker. Gibson trying to block.
Gibson sitting down low, trying to put the pressure on Roderick to use more strength to get him up. Instead, goes for a regular backbreaker and again driving the knee to the small of the back. Look at the pain etched all over the face of James Gibson.
On the impact of that backbreaker, his whole body folded in half over the knee of Roderick Strong, able to get his shoulder up at 2.5.
Roderick
And again, keeping him in the center of the ring, he has that knee right in the back as he pulls back on the chin, twisting away on the neck as well.
You talk about Roderick trying to become a main event player here in Ring of Honor. He said after winning Survival of the Fittest, he wants the world title. He's got a shot coming up. But can he keep that momentum going here against his mentor in his last matchup here in Ring of Honor?
As we see Roderick Strong just progress as a wrestler and learn with every outing, it just gets better and better. And the future looks very bright for this young competitor.
Roderick trying to turn Gibson onto his back here.
Roderick's done a good job. Every time he's pulled back on the chin lock, twisted away on the neck, with the knee in the back, he's always had him in the center of the ring. And he does right now as well, keeping Gibson away from the ropes. And he's able to keep the hold for an extended period of time. But Gibson works his way out of it. Nice drop kick. Gibson's almost lifeless.
Very tough for Roderick to pull him back in, dead weight.
Only gets 2.
Fans getting behind Gibson here as Roderick again clamps on that waist lock from behind, almost a modification on a bear hug from behind. You know, just sapping the strength and the energy from James Gibson, forcing him not only to carry his own weight, but also Roderick, who's laying across his back at the same time.
Gibson trying to work his way out of this position. A lot of fans here are supportive of Gibson as well. A lot of Roderick Strong fans here, but they certainly want to see Gibson leave on a good note and come up with a victory in his final matchup. Trying to drive the knees into the midsection, but Gibson counters. Did so very close to the ropes, and Roderick able to wrap his arm around that bottom up to force a break.
Nice job by Gibson, quickly reversing that into that clover leap. But as you said, Roderick, knowing where he is in the ring at all times, very close to the ropes, able to alleviate the pressure by making it to the ropes and forcing the break.
Very devastating maneuver in Roderick Strong's repertoire as he tries to drive the knees into the midsection of his opponent. Just shows how much Gibson knows Roderick Strong, how well he knows his moveset, that he was able to counter that before he could even connect on the maneuver.
Gibson taking down Roderick Strong hard a couple of times there with forearm shots. Takes him to the corner with a hard chop.
Gibson mounting some offense here, plants him with the body slam. Looking to follow up.
Elbow off the second rope, cover.
Roderick hanging in there. And you know, with James Gibson making his exit from ROH, much like when CM Punk made his exit a couple of months ago, frees up some roster spots. It helps other wrestlers on the roster move up into title contention. As Roderick Strong makes more progress, as James Gibson leaves the roster, it gives him a little bit more opportunities. And see if he can seize them as he goes after title shots here in the near future.
And not just Roderick Strong. As you see Gibson maybe going for that Tiger Driver. Roderick putting on the brakes.
Oh, he sees that coming.
Knee strikes right to the side of the face.
Trying to soften him up.
Hard running knee takes Roderick off his feet. I'm saying not just Roderick Strong, but everyone else here on the roster looking to make a spot for themselves, looking to move up the card. You know, as one door opens, someone's got to be able to step in there and take that spot.
It opens up more opportunity.
Two wicked backbreakers from Roderick Strong. Plants Gibson right in the center of the ring.
Roderick crawling to go for the cover here. But Gibson kicking out Rose's shoulder up off the mat, as well puts his foot over toward the bottom rope just in case.
Both these men starting to show the effects of this offense here from each of them wearing each other down, as Roderick now maybe trying to lock in the stronghold.
Does he have him softened up enough for it? Trying to roll him over.
If he can turn him and get that knee planted in the back. Gibson trying to fight though.
Successfully able to prevent Roderick from cinching in the maneuver properly. Can he get it? Reaching toward the bottom rope. And he's got it.
Well done by Gibson, fighting off Roderick there, who was very, very close to turning him over. The amount of damage Roderick had already done to the back of Gibson, that might have been enough had he been able to connect right there to put Gibson away.
Well, the expression of pain on the face of James Gibson tells the whole story. He's in a world of hurt right now. As now he's tied in the ropes as Roderick unleashes more chops. We thought the chops last night between Kobashi and Joe was hell. All the way out to the floor, his back, his chest. Really feeling the effects of Roderick's offense. Whitmer trying to give him some encouragement.
Roderick staying right on him though. Sound strategy here. He hasn't been going his way. Forearm shot to the chest, to the chin, excuse me.
Oh, and he moved out of the way, and Roderick chopped the ring post.
Roderick slammed his hand right into the post.
You know how much force he gets behind those chops. That could have done some damage to his hand. And now Gibson firing away on Roderick. Hard into the steel barricade he goes.
Running knee to the side of the face. Nowhere for Roderick to go, and he hits the steel.
And Gibson is determined. He wants the victory here in his last matchup here in Ring of Honor.
What kind of damage, though, was done to the hand of Roderick Strong, hitting that steel post? You know, the chop is such a huge part of his arsenal. Can he throw another chop? And Gibson doing the smart thing and staying right on the hand of Roderick Strong.
He sensed the possible injury, he's focusing on it, snapping on the hand.
There are about 27 bones in the human hand between the metacarpals and the metatarsals, and Roderick Strong may have broken more than one of them right there, and if it wasn't by hitting the post, it was from James Gibson going right back to work on it.
Pitches Roderick back inside the ring. Gibson needs to keep Strong away from his back. He can maintain the offense here and stay on that hand of Roderick Strong. Very wise move on Gibson's part.
And again, not just the hand that he uses to chop with. How often does Roderick use that half Nelson backbreaker? He uses his right arm to help pick his opponent up in the air to deliver that blow. If he has no strength in that right hand, he's not going to be able to get James Gibson up in the air.
Chop across the chest, pulls Roderick into the middle of the ring. Vertical suplex coming up from James Gibson. Drops him on his head. Over. No, only 2.
Gibson going right back to work on the hand, snapping at the fingers of Roderick Strong.
Can't blame Gibson for going after the potential injury here. Both men focusing on one particular body part of their opponent.
There's the chop, and look at Roderick's face.
Yeah, he threw one chop and he felt the pain through his hand upon impact, so he's going with forearms instead.
High running knee.
Cover! No, only 2.
See Roderick still favoring that hand. He's holding it close to his body.
Looking for the tiger driver here. Butterflying those arms. Can he get it? Roderick powers him up.
Okay, back it off.
And hangs him up in the tree of woe in the corner.
Pair of basement drop kicks from Roderick Strong. Gibson nowhere to go. Both feet flush to the side of the head. He might be out right here.
Come on. No. Hook the leg, man. Only 2.
You gotta wonder if the pain in that right hand got to Roderick there, kind of took his attention away from that cover and didn't hook the leg.
Picking Gibson back up. Throws him into the corner. Elevating Gibson up to the top turnbuckle. Perhaps looking for a superplex here.
Roderick, bring it down. Come on.
Roderick going up top also, both men up. What height on that superplex!
That's going to take a lot out of the back of James Gibson. Covered by Roderick. No, he gets his shoulder up.
Gibson digging down, finding that second reserve, able to get that shoulder up. As BJ Whitmer on the outside, banging away encouragement, trying to rally the fans.
Roderick looking to follow up here. Has the head of James Gibson. Pulls him into the corner once again. Looking to elevate him once again. What could Strong have in mind? Hard forearm, strike to the jaw. Looks like a second superplex. Gibson trying to hold on.
Fights him off and drops him face first. Jumping knee strike off the top. Can Gibson follow up here?
Whitmer and these fans encouraging him on. So drained of energy. Cover. No. Both of these men giving it all they've got here. Forearm from Gibson. And again. Just firing away on Roderick Strong. Move to the midsection.
Roddy puts on the brakes, but he's caught with a boot and a DDT. And right into that chunk sleeper.
Front guillotine choke. Look at the strength of Roderick Strong. Driving his back right into the turnbuckle. Gibson counters. German suplex. Holding on to the waist lock. A second. A third.
And Roderick's eyes are glazed over. Gibson may be a little discouraged here. He swore that was 3.
It's about as close as you get to 3 without it being 3. Roderick Strong trying to figure out where he's at.
Yeah, look at his eyes. He doesn't know exactly where he is right now.
Gibson trying to follow up. Nelson backbreaker. Does Roderick have enough energy to try to go for the stronghold here? Does Gibson have the energy to even get the Tiger Driver?
Oh, he's going for another half Nelson. Crucifix.
Gibson, Tiger Driver!
Two and 3/4 again. Roderick able to get the shoulder up at the last split second.
That shows how much Roderick Strong wants to cement his status as the MVP of ROH in 2005.
Look at the face of Gibson. Says he's going up.
He's pointed up top. Crowd encouraging Gibson on here. He won the ROH World title from CM Punk with the top rope Tiger Driver. He can have that in mind here for Roderick Strong.
Sets him up on the top.
Series of strikes to the chest. Open hand and chopped.
Gibson following him up. There it is. He's looking to lock it in right here. But Roderick's fighting him off.
Gibson gets his balance, butterflying the arms.
Roderick's fighting with everything he's got.
Trying to maneuver his way out of the position that he can be susceptible to the maneuver. He's got him up on his shoulders.
Fireman's carry into the gutbuster, and the stronghold puts him away.
Huge win for Roderick Strong, cementing his status as the MVP of Ring of Honor in 2005 with a tremendous win, a hard-fought win against James Gibson.
What can you say about Roderick Strong being on a roll? Survival of the fittest, Matt Hardy, and now James Gibson.
All you can say is next for Roderick Strong is the ROH World title.
And what can you say about James Gibson except thank you for the last 8 months of tremendous competition here in Ring of Honor as we say farewell to James Gibson.
Thank you, people, so very much. You, this company, I don't know what to say. Roddy, AJ Strong, my boy Chad Collier. I'd like to thank Gabe. You have resurrected my career. You put love for wrestling back into my heart. You people supported my family for a year. I'm going to miss you people too. This has been the funnest and the greatest year of my professional life. I would like to say I want to thank all the boys, locker room, Roddy, my good friend BJ, Chad, he couldn't be here. Gabe, you people, you took care of me for the last year. You fed my family, paid my bills. You earned me another spot back in, the WWE. I hope one day I can please come back here and wrestle for you again. You see that I'll give 100%. I love you people. I love professional wrestling.
Hello everybody, Gary Michael Capetta in Philadelphia. It's intermission time, and I've got with me the new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Guys, you shocked New York. They went bananas last night. Tonight you beat Gunn and Hardhorse. You're 2-0. Congratulations.
That's the key word, Gary Michael Capetta. Shocked the world. That's exactly what we did in New York City, and we're going to keep on shocking the world. Tell them about it, brother. Well, first of all, I don't think it was really bananas. No, it was definitely bonkers. That was the reaction we got. Nobody saw it coming. I am proud to say that we are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Now, I know the division has been in a bit disarray right now, but that's all going to change, baby. Mama Luke, Renault, we are bringing this division back to the top, back where it belongs.
of Honor World Champion Bryan Danielson is set to return to action at the next show, Enter the Dragon. It will be Bryan Danielson defending the ROH World title against Austin Aries. Bryan Danielson has sent out open contracts all over the wrestling world. He will take on all challengers for the ROH World title. One of those open contracts has been fulfilled. Steve Corino has secured an ROH World title shot through Dream Stage Entertainment and Hustle. It will be Steve Corino taking on the winner of Bryan Danielson versus Austin Aries in just 2 weeks when ROH returns to the Buffalo area. Check ROHWrestling.com for more information.
Well, Corkscrew Schultz himself, Jack Evans, is ready for his second outing since returning to ROH competition after taking some time off to let some nagging injuries heal. Taking on the man that sort of helped Jack Evans defeat Homicide last night in classic Colt Cabana.
Yeah, we saw Cabana come out in the midst of that matchup between Evans and Homicide, doing a rap of all things, calling him Conan's bitch.
Doesn't get more disrespectful than that to say that to Homicide. Of course, it all started when Homicide attacked Colt Cabana in the parking lot at the Dragon Gate Invasion show. After earlier on in the evening, Cabana was trying to have some fun with good times, great memories, and disrespected Homicide. And it's Homicide looking to get some retribution for that on Cabana.
You know, and if it's that kind of retaliation from Homicide, attacking Cabana in the parking lot, trying to take him out just because Cabana was trying to have some fun and Homicide felt disrespected, what do you think he's going to do to him, or the rest of the Rottweilers for that matter, after what Cabana did last night in New York?
You know the Rottweilers are going to have their eyes on this matchup as an inadvertent corkscrew right there from Kobe McGillicuddy.
Colt Cabana with the bow. I'm sure he picked that up in the course of his travels throughout Europe. These two about to lock it up one more time.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Cabana into the side headlock on Jack Evans. Into the hammerlock he goes. Holding on to the hammerlock. Spins him around once again. But this time it's Evans staying on his feet. He's quick, agile, competitive.
He's nimble, is Jack Evans.
And you know this man?
Cabana off the ropes.
Evans with the leapfrog. Cabana staying on his feet. Catches the boot of Evans, staying on his feet. Both men throw the drop kick. Both men nip up. Well, Evans sort of did.
Come on, Colt. Cabana suckered Evans in. Thought he was going to get a helping hand. And instead just kicked his face in.
Just turn Evans inside out with that big boot. Cabana incoming.
Irish whip, reverse, Cabana into the ropes. Runs up. Hip toss, Evans lands on his feet, again showing that agility. Drop kick, staggers Cabana to the ropes, spinning kick connects, and Cabana's down hard.
Evans with the forearm across the back, and now to the jaw of Cabana in the corner. Evans with the handspring elbow, landing on his feet out on the floor. Springboard knee strike.
Cabana dazed, covered by Evans. Only able to get two. Evans picks Cabana back up. Reversal by Cabana. Evans off the ropes. Elevated. Cabana takes him down, and Cabana's going to roll to the floor.
See if Evans takes a chance here. He's got Cabana stunned.
Catches himself there. Cabana, though, sees Evans on the apron and runs away.
Artie, our producer's in my earpiece. Next show in Cleveland, Ohio, just signed Colt Cabana, bringing back Homicide's archenemy, Steve Corino, for a tag team matchup against Homicide and Low Key. And man, Jack Evans has seen better days. Needs nothing but the concrete.
Colt Cabana catching him in midair and just swinging him head first into the steel ring post.
That's gonna leave a mark.
That is going to leave a mark, or a dent. Jack Evans' head might have just been caved in by Colt Cabana.
Pushes him back inside the ring.
Evans can't even stand. Cabana's got to drag him up to his feet. He's just limp. Hard scoop and a slam by Colt. Once again, picks him back up and just tosses him in the center of the ring.
Cabana pulls Evans toward the corner. Is he going for distance here? Successful.
The part of the lawn dart being played by Jack Evans.
Snapmare this time from Colt Cabana. As Evans down on the canvas in the center of the ring. Shoulders down, but only for a count of 2.
Pulls Evans to his stomach. Pulling back on the arms. All the way to Cabana, firmly on the back of the neck of Jack Evans. It's going to be very difficult for him to breathe.
Trying to kick his way out of this position, but Cabana catches the leg. And just like we've seen on many occasions, Jack Evans just being twisted in all sorts of unhuman ways.
You are not supposed to bend like that.
And he just did. Sinclair seeing if he needs to give it up, but for some reason Evans not doing so.
Cabana's going to pick Evans back up. Fires him into the corner hard.
European uppercut from Cabana in the corner. Sends Evans into the buckle. Going for the sunset flip here. Cabana trying to hold on. Into the gory special.
First Cabana's got this rap with Homicide. Now he's bringing back Carino, who had that just intense feud against Homicide in 2003. How far is Cabana going to push Homicide, and how violent is Homicide's response going to be?
And when is Jack Evans back going to finally snap? His foot is touching the back of his head.
Somehow Evans able to kick out. His back has got to be made out of silly putty.
His whole body, he's plastic man. Cabana trying to pick Evans up off the canvas here. Looking to follow up. Butterflying the arms, maybe looking for the Colt 45. But over the shoulder of Cabana. Airplane spin. Let's go. Evans staying on his feet once again.
Takes him over with the blockbuster.
He's got Cabana now. Let's see if Evans can capitalize here as Sinclair applies the double count.
Cabana landing hard on the back of his head. You see him trying to shake the cobwebs. Evans, of course, going right to the back as he has just been bent in ways human people are not supposed to be bent.
Trying to work his way up. Cabana, the first one back to his feet. Evans sent off. Duck of the clothesline. Next with a knee strike. Cabana ducks the clothesline. Boot to the gut of Evans. Holds on. Takes away the legs. Twisting body press. Right back into another cover.
Cabana powered out, but Evans able to twist his own body and come right back down on Cabana for another near fall. Once again, the agility of Jack Evans. Grabbing Cabana on the front face like looking for a suplex here.
Drops him down.
Evans slow to follow up though. That back obviously giving him trouble as he's going to climb the ropes.
Evans is quite the daredevil. Triple jump speedwagon all the way up top, but no, Cabana takes out his legs.
Cabana going to follow him up.
Jockeying for position here. Evans trying to fight his way out.
Forearm shots to the side of the head of Cabana. Hanging on to the top rope, finally sent to the canvas.
Cabana rolled out of the way. He just hit the lariat. A trademark maneuver of homicide. Cabana pulled the armband off and everything. Calling out homicide, using his own finisher to put away Jack Evans. Don't forget, next show in Cleveland, Ohio, Cabana and Steve Corino versus Homicide and Low Key. It's sure to be intense and violent in Cleveland. The fallen angel Christopher Daniels set to do battle with Jimmy Yang, and before this match gets underway, thank God for Colt Cabana that Homicide has more pressing matters tonight as he is teaming with Kenta Kobashi in your main event.
Yeah, Julius Smokes giving Colt Cabana a free pass tonight, as it were. But you have to know, if you're Colt Cabana, sooner or later, somewhere, maybe in the alley, maybe in the parking lot, in the showers, Rottweilers are coming together.
Christopher Daniels here doing battle with Jimmy Yang, making his second appearance here in Ring of Honor. An impressive debut last night against James Gibson, looking to solidify his spot here in ROH.
Yeah, tremendous matchup between him and James Gibson. Roderick Strong tonight, Jimmy Yang last night, the last two hand-picked opponents for James Gibson. Gibson able to make Jimmy Yang tap out in his first appearance here in Ring of Honor.
And speaking of Roderick Strong, it has been signed for next week in Cleveland, Ohio. It will be Jimmy Yang taking on Roderick Strong in singles competition.
He has to get through the fallen angel first. Nice exchange there. Neither man able to get the advantage.
Both men back to a standing position. Two very well-matched up athletes, about equal in height. Strength advantage has got to go to Christopher Daniels. Quite the aerial specialist is Jimmy Yang.
He's in tremendous shape.
Fans getting on Allison Danger's case a little bit at ringside. Prophecy's alive and well.
Battle. They're going to hook it up one more time. Todd Sinclair in the corner. Tell him, let's get back to the match here. They circle each other and finally hook it up. Collar and elbow. Yang's going to control the arm.
Christopher Daniels trying to work his way out of this position. Grabs hold of the head and takes him down with the side headlock takeover. Quick head scissors from Yang.
Two of the quicker guys you're ever going to see in the ring here. Daniels trying to reverse position. Turns over, trying to find a way to get his head out of this.
Turns over Jimmy Yang onto his chest. Right back to the headlock, but he comes up with the hammerlock, does Yang. Really wrenching up on the arm, applying maximum pressure.
So we have two guys so evenly matched like you have here. This kind of matchup could come down to whichever guy makes the first mistake. So going to have a little bit of a feeling out process here, I think, early on between these two guys.
Not encouraging him on here as Daniels tries to work his way back up. Standing position has hold of the head. But Yang holding on. Daniels takes him over. Leapfrog from Jimmy Yang. Daniels takes him over by the arm.
Yang pops right back up and runs into a hard scoop and a slam by Daniels. Corkscrew elbow planted right in the chest. Hooks the leg. Able to get one as Yang pops right back up. Headbutt from Daniels. It's still to come, that big tag team main event.
It's a dream match, let me just put it that way.
Leg lariat from Daniels about takes Yang's chin right off.
Basically, the only reason that the two teams were formed is because to get the best match out of Kenta Kobashi's second appearance here in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, storyline's out the window. We just want to put on the best match possible for the fans here in Ring of Honor.
Jimmy Yang sent hard into the buckle and he tumbles face first down to the canvas. Daniels very methodical, just standing over him and drives the knee into the back.
If last night's match between Samoa Joe and Kobashi was the hardest hitting singles match ever in Ring of Honor, what is that going to say about this tag match coming up?
Daniels just waiting for Yang to get back to his feet. Comes charging and connects with the knee. Sends Yang back down into the corner.
Not only did he connect with the knee coming in, the back of Yang's head hit that second turnbuckle, and you can see Yang in the corner trying to shake off the effects.
Daniel's supporter cheering him on here. He scoops Yang up, hits him with the slam.
Slingshot press. Another near fall for Daniels. Coming down hard across the chest of Jimmy Yang. Daniels able to control much of the early part of this matchup here. Yang hasn't really gotten untracked. Vertical suplex attempt here by Daniels, holding him up.
Yang able to use his leverage to work his way out of that position before he could drop him down with the suplex.
He got caught with an elbow to the point of the chest, but Daniels runs into a boot. Charging into that corner, Yang's gonna hang him over the top rope.
Sinclair applies the count, he's got till 5, putting pressure on that neck.
Springboard drop kick off the top. Said Yang is a high flyer, you see it right there.
He's got Christopher Daniels down. Pulls him back up and pitches him out to the floor. Yang taking the action right in front of these fans. And sends Daniels into the steel.
Back of Daniels hitting hard on that guardrail. Daniels gonna take him to the other side.
Get in the ring, come on!
And one more time, Daniels hitting hard.
Jimmy Yang needs to rebound here and try to get a victory here in his second appearance for Ring of Honor, following last night to James Gibson. Taking on 2 of the very best on the roster on consecutive nights.
Controlling that arm. That hammerlock on Daniels.
Well, Lenny Leonard, it's time to pay the bills. ROHWrestling.com, 215-781-2500. Straight Shooting Series, new editions coming up with Percy Pringle as he's in the house here tonight. The Secrets of the Ring with Raven Volume 3 is out now. A must for all aspiring wrestlers. Plus DVDs, figures, and more from TNA, WWE, Full Impact Pro, Border City Wrestling, IWC, and much more. ROHWrestling.com, 215-781-2500.
Hard chop from Yang as he had a near fall there on Daniels. He's gonna fire him off hard into the turnbuckle. Running leg lariat, nowhere for Daniels to go.
Holds onto the top rope and skins the cat.
Another near fall from Yang. Was right back to work on the arm of Daniels.
What a great crowd we have here tonight in Philadelphia. Guys in the ring feed off the appreciation of these fans. That's what makes them work harder, and that's what brings out the very best in each athlete that steps into the ROH ring.
Yang finding that out firsthand here, like you said, taking on 2 of the very best in his first 2 matches here. Going with a series of right hands to the midsection. Sunset flip. 2 count from Daniels, pops back up, ducks the clothesline. Went for the cross body, but Yang able to connect with a drop kick. Right to the middle of the chest. Only able to get 2.
Yang trying to utilize his shot that ROH has given him, much like James Gibson did earlier this year, to try to really elevate his stock in professional wrestling, really show what he's capable of doing without anything holding him back. Sky's the limit for athletes like Jimmy Yang here in Honor.
Very happy to have him here. If he can duplicate even half the success that James Gibson had, he's going to be very happy with his stay here in Ring of Honor. But right now, he's catching a series of elbows to the midsection from Christopher Daniels, and he fires a forearm shot to the back.
Well, he put a stop to that, didn't he?
Sent Daniels off hard to the corner, follow him up. Running off the chest of Daniels. Went for the super kick, but Daniels blocks it. Step up enziguri.
Both men are down on the canvas. Sinclair checks on their condition. So who's going to be able to get to their feet first? Danger encouraging Daniels on.
Daniels still suffering the effects of those couple of whips to the guardrail on the outside. See him trying to shake the cobwebs off. Able to get to his knees first as Yang still struggling to get up.
Both men back to their feet. Daniels charges with a clothesline. Elbow connects as well. Flurry of offense from the Fallen Angel. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Says that's it.
Blue Thunder powerbomb.
2.5. Yang able to get the shoulder up. Daniels needs to stay on him here. Fires away with a hard chop to the chest. from Yang.
See if Yang can follow up. Is it Yang time here in Philly? Daniels back to his feet. Watches Yang on the top turnbuckle. Shot to the back, and again.
Daniels gonna follow him up. Belly to back off the top.
Again, both men feeling the effects.
Brown getting behind the fallen angel here.
Yang struggling to get back up himself.
Daniels ducks the clothesline and blocks the kick. Up and over, Yang lands on his feet. Caught with a mule kick.
Angel's wings. Cover. No, only two. Daniels rolls back. Koji clutch.
Jimmy Yang locked right in the center of the ring. We saw him tap out last night to James Gibson. He has absolutely nowhere to go, and it is locked in right in the center of the ring. Yang struggling to make the ropes, but he is locked in right in the center of the ring. He's going to have to give it up here. Nowhere for Jimmy Yang to go.
Trying to hang in there. Sinclair's asking him. Yang's not tapping.
Look at him try to power his way out, but Daniels is hanging on. Koji clutch locked right in the center of the ring.
The referee calling for the bell. Looked like he passed out.
He didn't tap.
Christopher Daniels picks up the victory. Yang refusing the tap tonight. That's how much he wanted to win. ROH is bringing out the very best in Jimmy Yang and bringing out the fighting spirit.
Christopher Daniels with a big win over Jimmy Yang.
Boys, we have a very important meeting right now. We're in the boardroom, offices of Lacey's Angels. I want to document this very important footage. Before we get to business though, all you men out there watching this, all you pimply-faced nerds, yeah, you know what you're like. You guys would give anything to just touch me. You would walk over your mother's grave just to get near me, to give me one kiss. You know what? The closest you're ever gonna get to me is in your fantasies and a piece of tissue paper. But, back to business, boys. You've proven to me time and time again, you're just like all the other scum men out there. You're worthless. When I need you to get the job done, you just don't do it for me.
What?
So like all the other men that don't get the job done when I need it done, you're fired.
What?
You're out of Lacey's
Are you
Angels.
kidding? There's no Lacey's Angels without us.
Whatever. Before I go, one more piece of important business.
You can't.
I need to introduce the new Lacey's Angels.
What?
That's right. BJ, Jimmy, I've seen these guys. They have a lot of potential. They've been Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions before.
I'll get the job done first. Just right, baby.
You've been champions, but you've only been right here. I'm gonna take you guys to the next level of your careers, make you international superstars.
Going to Canada, baby. Piece of the puzzle we's missing. That's right.
BJ, what are you sporting there? Lacey's Angels now? You're making more money, sweetie. So we
Am I
need to
having
upgrade
a
the
raise?
wardrobe here. Well, obviously,
No, but
Lacey's
I
Angels.
like my shorts and my t-shirt and my track jacket.
We'll talk. International superstar.
I like the sound of it.
Come on, we have business to take care of.
Yeah.
unlikely tag team partners sure to make for an unforgettable tag team affair. Joining me and Lenny Leonard at the broadcast position at this time, Jimmy Bauer.
Oh, I might have been fired as announcer, but you better believe I'm going to be in the broadcast booth to call a Kenta Kobashi match. This is a dream come true, as let's see if we see handshakes here. A lot of you fans might be wondering, how is Samoa Joe teaming up with Low-Ki? How is Low-Ki opposed by Homicide? Well, basically, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to put on a match like this. So ROH put together the 4 best athletes on the roster and said, hey, just tear down the house. This is what ROH is all about, the best athletic wrestling, pro wrestling as a sport, and we're going to deliver it right here, an intense stare down from Joe and Kobashi after the war they had last night. It's a wonder that they're even walking.
Oh yeah, look at Samoa Joe's chest, just the effects of just 24 hours ago in Manhattan, the chops, the strikes of Kenta Kobashi, dropping Samoa Joe on his head, but they're still going to compete here tonight in Philly.
Because that's what it is all about. We've got the 4 best athletes anywhere in the business, and they're going to go at it here, leaving nothing behind as they look to make their mark right here in Philadelphia.
And it looks like Homicide wants to start things off for his team. But no, Kobashi's insistent.
It looks like we're going to get Joe and Kobashi right here off the bat. I can't wait. This could be the last time that Samoa Joe and Kenta Kobashi ever step in the ring against each other.
Last night was a singles contest that no fan that was in the New York hotel will ever forget. And tonight, tag team style, they hook it up once again.
Men feeling each other out here, jockeying for position in the center of the ring, and they make their way to the ropes.
Oh, last night Samoa Joe slapped Kenta Kobashi in the same position. Tonight we get a clean break. It looked like last night Joe was trying to earn Kobashi's respect, and tonight he has it after that war last night. It should also be pointed out that Low-Ki arrived back from the United Kingdom at noon this afternoon to be in this match.
One of the biggest matches in all 3 of the ROH regulars' careers was being in the same ring as a true legend of professional wrestling as Kenta Kobashi.
A clean break from Kobashi right there. Low-Ki and Samoa Joe, this is probably going to be the only time you ever see them team up. The only 2 men I've ever referred to as ROH legends.
Side headlock, grabbed by Samoa Joe. Kobashi trying to work his way out of it. Forearming away at the ribcage.
Shades of Kobashi versus Misawa right there with the big tope by Samoa Joe.
Listen to the impact on the outside of the ring. Joe with a cover.
Not going to beat Kenta Kobashi like that. Look the way.
And I can honestly say I have never heard any 2 athletes hit each other any harder than these 2.
Low-key showing absolutely no intimidation. Locking up with Kobashi in the center of the ring.
Low-key obviously giving up a lot of size, but not any fighting spirit, that's for sure, as he's getting put up on the top.
Was able to block the palm strike that gets the arm submission in the ropes. Of course, this matchup, a heavyweight and a junior heavyweight of sorts, battling a heavyweight and a junior heavyweight to sort of even the odds on the two sides.
Wise strategy on the part of Low-key, trying to go right to the arm of Kobashi, eliminate a lot of that offense, a lot of the impact.
All four of these men known for hitting very hard. Samoa Joe and Kobashi absorbing the hard strikes and neither man going down on their exchange just a moment ago. Question is, will someone like Homicide be able to stay on his feet with Samoa Joe, or can he stay on his feet with Kobashi? Connects with the kick.
Using his quickness to get out of that predicament. And again, going right back to the arm of Kobashi to free himself.
We finally have Homicide versus Low-key in an ROH ring. I've waited 3.5 years for this.
Neither man too anxious to lock it up with his stablemate, with his fellow Rottweiler.
Carlin elbow tie-up, Low-key goes behind with a waistlock. Homicide fights his way out with a key lock. Low-key floats over, goes right to the side headlock. Men know each other so well. Off the ropes goes Low-key. Shoulder tackle, neither man goes down.
Greco-Roman knuckle lock between these two men. Chest to chest they go.
You are witnessing competitive action right now. Only Ring of Honor can deliver this kind of athletic action. These guys are fighting for their love of pro wrestling right here.
Forcing the shoulders of Low-key down to the canvas. Trying to maintain that bridge to keep his shoulders off the canvas. And powers his way back up.
Does he have enough to turn him over, though, and get the advantage himself? Yes, he does. Homicide, though, with a bridge.
He breaks the bridge. Homicide still keeping his shoulders off the canvas. Referee Mike Keener right on top of things.
Supporting Low-key's weight at the same time. Both men back to their feet. Monkey flip by Homicide. He lands on his feet.
It should also be noted that Homicide is doing this match with a severely injured shoulder, just wear and tear on it, but he really should have tonight off. He refuses to not be in this match, though, and who can blame him?
It's a true landmark day, a landmark evening, a landmark match in the career of Homicide as Samoa Joe tagged back in.
Jumping knee right to the chest of Homicide.
One of ROH's most intense feuds is renewed right here. We've seen it in 2003, 2004, and right now they're face to face.
Homicide just shaking off the effects and goes to the eyes of Samoa Joe.
Crowd getting on Homicide.
Snap Bear takes Samoa Joe down to the canvas, drives the knee down.
Catching Joe right on the temple there. Handful of hair by Homicide as he picks the big man back up and drags him to his corner. Kobashi tags in.
Tag team specialist, Kenta Kobashi and Homicide. Another hard chop from Kobashi. Add that to the beating that chest took 24 hours ago, and Samoa Joe is in a world of hurt. Yet again.
Follows Joe in, catches him with a knee to the midsection. One more time, again driving all the air out of the chest. Chops him down. And a knife-edge chop driven down into the chest and throat. Able to get a near fall.
Looking to wear Samoa Joe down now.
Of course, no seconds at ringside, no Julius Smokes at ringside in this one, as per Commissioner Jim Cornette. And what a great first ruling Cornette made. This is pro wrestling as a sport. I'm loving it.
Samoa Joe trying to reach the ropes to force a break of this hold.
Ropes,
And he does.
break.
To get another clean break, but Kabashi gets right back on Joe. Pulls him right back to the corner and tags in Homicide. Fires away at the midsection.
Gets in one last chop before exiting the ring.
He's got a 5 count. Chin breaker by Homicide. Joe off the ropes, caught with an elbow. Interesting strategy on Homicide and Kabashi to focus on Joe instead of the much smaller low key, and Joe pops right back up.
Kick to the back and the drop kick to follow up, and tags in.